very excited today. I'm ready to work. Go fight. Tighten. Yes. Go boy. Yes. Oh, he started to do the wrong thing. Go boy. Go fight. Tighten. Yes. Sit. Yes. Go boy. Free. Hit. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Beautiful. Very nice. Free. Go find it. Use your nose. There you go. Go boy. Yeah, you found it. You found it. Nice. Good. Right there. That's where I want you to follow me. Lay. I know. I know. Free. So it does make sense that he's a sight dog because he has that Aussie in him. But he should be able to use his nose at least a little bit. He does have a retriever, which is the standard poodle. They are retrievers. Good job. So he should be able to sniff out a treat. So that's just him giving up super early. All right, good warm up, buddy. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. Leave it. So I did have to give him a little incorrect marker there. So still not 100%. Got to keep working on that association. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. Excuse you. Go find. Good job. So if you're at the point with him where I'm at, where he does that game super easy, you can start doing the random leave it like that. Make sure you do at least 4 at a time when you do those random leave it games, just so that we can make sure that he's really understanding it, especially if he messes up. We want to make sure we get at least 1 to 2 good ones in there where he's responding the way we want him to before we end those games. Here. Play. Yes. Boy. Yes. Yes. All right, so we broke it at about 13. Oh boy. Yes. 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 Good boy. Free. So that first time I was just counting the intervals by 5 in between my treats just to test to see where he was with this. And now we'll start doing those random intervals as I'm slowly increasing over time. Yes. 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 Oh boy. Free. That time we went up to 17. Oh boy. Lay. Yes. 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 Awesome. Now I don't want to start adding distance until I know that he can keep those 20 seconds easily. So I want to end on that good note today. So we're going to go ahead and keep this session super short and move on to our next thing. Okay. Got a little ahead of me there. I really want him to stay back here. Yeah. Oh boy. Now we're gonna switch sides. Good boy. Giving him that little pat to let him know which side to be on. Increase speed. So, what happened there is I'm increasing speed, and when I try to do the turn, he jumps up, right, instead of slowing down. So what I'm going to do to help him is when I'm increasing that speed and I go to turn, I'm going to drop this hand down in front. I'm going to try with a treat and see how he responds to that. Ready? So now he's just trying to jump to get treats. Oh boy, hand down, right? No treat in my hand. Just trying to help him figure out that he needs to slow down for that turn. Even if I am going fast. Oh boy. Hand down. Good. Good boy. There you go. There we go. There. Good boy. Good boy. So the big thing there is when he doesn't know what to do, his first response is just jump up and be silly. There. Good boy. Right? Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Good boy. You got through that for a second. Well done. Lay. Yes. Yes. So I'm testing out where his brain's at here. A lot of dogs, they don't actually know that sit is also booty on the ground from the down position, right? So a lot of dogs, I actually have to lure through that because he's so smart, or you may have worked on this a little bit with him previously. He was able to think about it and offer me the correct thing. Now, the thing I really want to point out though is that as I was doing it, he was slowly making his way in this direction, right? He didn't want to stay down by my side. Where are you? Huh? Yes. And the reason he's doing that is because in his mind, right, reward zone, where he gets the treats, is right here in front, okay? So in order for him to understand that he can also get treats here and here, right, and that the reward zone is expanded, okay, we have to start rewarding him more in these areas than in the front area. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on a little bit more of that heel practice, but he does need more time just practicing getting rewarded here in that loose leash walking position and in the heel position. So, while we can continue rewarding in this position in order to get him to stop creeping towards the front. In order to get his booty to stop going out, we need to do this against a fence line. So going against a fence line here, you want to make sure that there's enough room for your dog to fit, but you don't want so much room that they can turn their booties, right? You're going to kind of use the fence as a training tool to assist you. You can also use a wall inside of your home. Okay, now, so right here, see how his booty can still fit? So we actually need to get closer to where he can't swing his booty around. Now he's really comfortable coming between me and the fence. He trusts me. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward. And I'm gonna wait for him to offer me that SIT, or I'm gonna cue it. And his response was, oh, I'll just leave the position. Yes. So you see how he can't push that booty out? Good boy. And take a few more steps. Stop. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Well done. This side. Where are you? Yes. There we go. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. See how he's still trying? Good boy. So he's going to need a little bit more practice. But this is a really good exercise for him because, one, it helps him go into up, that correct heel position. Right, we're practicing the pats going on either side. Yes. While also practicing him staying straight. You know what? I didn't cue him anything, so I'm actually going to take that. Because I didn't actually give him a cue. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, well done. Well done. One more round. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Oh boy. Hey. Now he's being pretty naughty with the barking and the jumping today. And I think it's because I haven't seen him in 3 days. And that's pretty normal. It's partially that he's like, come on, I'm ready to work. I haven't seen you for 3 days. My brain is on. Let's go. Right? But also, if we're giving him that attention in the house, right, that when he does these naughty things like jumping up and barking and pawing at you, that you're giving him that attention, we really need to make sure that we're not rewarding that. Even negative attention is still attention in his mind. He's still getting what he wants, which is your focus if you're giving him that negative feedback. So, not saying you are, but let's make sure that we're not encouraging that behavior when Becca's not here. Good boy. All right, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, sweet. Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. So I'm going to start at that 7 stem. Right? Yes. Good boy. Right? Yes. Good boy. Right? Yes. Good boy. Awesome. One more. Right? Go find it. Use your nose. So the reason I want him to find it as opposed to us just moving on is that I really want him to become determined that when you give him that cue, he keeps looking until he finds something. So that you can use this as a game later on. This is going to be a great way to mentally stimulate him without you having to do a whole lot of work. It can actually become a really, really fun game. It also helps if you ever want to do long, like really far distance recall where he can't see you and he has to find you with his nose. Wait, did you find it? It's over here. Find it. Did you find it? Did you find it? Find it. Find it. There you go. Oh my gosh. Awesome. So, we're gonna do our walk around the backyard with our stem, practicing when he disengages, that we will go ahead and hit that stem and reward for him giving us attention. I'm not leaving. Right? And again, if the backyard at this point has become not very boring, we will go ahead and move on to outside of the backyard. Now, the reason I'm not hitting the stem is because he's still looking at me. Now I am hitting the stem. Good boy, yes! Well done. So we're at about a 16 where he actually turned around and gave me full focus. Good boy. Good boy. Free. And I give him multiple rewards for returning back because I really want this to be a big deal for him. That it pays off big time to respond to that stem. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And it also, again, encourages him to keep position until he's released. Good boy. Good boy. Free. You're free. Now that I really like to see, that as soon as I gave him that release cue, he disengaged and started sniffing. He's like, yeah, but I'd rather stick with you. Hey, good boy. He's a good boy. Good boy, yes. Good boy. Very nice. So I'm giving him that encouragement marker when he starts coming towards me, but I'm not giving him that correct marker until he actually picks up his head and looks at me, right? Because I don't want him to just come towards me and stay disengaged. Free. I want him to completely join back up with me with his brain, and that means his eyes. If I don't have his eyes, I don't have his brain. Yes, good boy. Well done. Good job. So we're at about a 23 right now. Good boy. Well done, well done. Free. Good job. Good job. Good boy, yes. Oh boy. See, chicked you going up those stairs. Boy. Good boy, yes. Yeah, come back down here, though. Right? Rewarding in the heel position. Good boy. Whoop, where'd you go? Don't you want more? Don't you want more? Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. See, now he's starting to focus on me while I'm going up the stairs. I'm not hitting the stem right now. Good boy, yes. And the reason why I'm kind of using the stairs as a way to get him to disengage, but I also want him to learn that bounding up the stairs doesn't pay off. If he was on leash and he dragged me up or down the stairs, that wouldn't be ideal, especially if it was icy or slippery, right? Or if someone that was older or really young was holding onto his leash. So I want him to not just disengage and bound up the stairs, right? I want him to learn to have that self-control when, hey, leave it. Good boy. Don't want you drinking that. No, you don't need to be drinking pool water. But we want him to be able to learn that self-control and that consistent focus, even going up those stairs.